Hey, Ed, Weekly Piano here, in the green room of another venue that we're about to play tonight, but I'm doing a video for Alex, who I just did a lesson with over FaceTime. This is a follow-up to what we were learning, which is how to play all three parts of Autumn Leaves simultaneously: the bass, the comping, and the melody in a piano arrangement. It's a very simple piano arrangement. It'll get more complicated as we go further, and I'm sorry for the background noise, but you'll have to deal with it. So the first part of it that we have is
take your shit somewhere else.
Welcome to the green room. The first part of this is in fact, I'm gonna go walk through these chords very slowly. So that's the melody. Well, first, let me play what you're gonna get. Maybe that ending. That's what we'll do. Okay, so I'll walk you through that slowly. So the melody, and then you hit the bass at the same time, and that last melody note, and this is your comping. So 1, 5, 9 in the left, 3, 5, 7 in the right, and then you got your melody note. And then when you go to that's the 2, so then when you go to the 5, which is the F7, you have 1, 5, 3, 7, flat 9, 3, and then you've got the next chord, which is just basic B flat, so 1, 5, 1, or actually 1, 5, dude, let's do that, that's a little bit of a change. So 1, 5, 9, 3, then 6, 3. And then we're chromatically planing down to the E flat, so we start on E, the 1, 5, 1, 3, 6, 9 in stacked fourths. Same 1, 5, 1, 3, 6, 9 of E flat there. Then you got your A diminished, and the comping for that is just octave, and then 4, flat 5, 7, 3. And then just having your bass note down there along with your comping here, which is the major 3, sharp 5, flat 7, and sharp 9. That last chord, which is the G minor with the 13 and the 9. So 1, 5, 9, 3, 5, 13, 3. And then for the second part, it's the same thing, but the melody, instead of going, it's like that. So that A section followed by the next A section, again, sounds like this. Okay, now the second part is just a 2-5 back to G, and the comping for that And just make sure you've got that rhythmic counterpoint in. So the comping is doom, 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 and the melody is. So you've got those two rhythms working against each other. And that's, I'm just doing another rhythmic counterpoint in there. Basically, though it's interrupted by the melody. So. Now to the C, we're doing the bass down here and the melody up here. And the melody hits the F, which is the 4 of C minor. And so we're just adding a comping down here of the 1, 5, 7, 1, 3, and then the 4 up there. And then spreading it out to that, or yeah, let's add the 7 in there. So you got the 1, 5, 7 in the bass, which is a little thicker than I normally like it, but it works for this context because you got all this space up here. And then you have flat 9, 3, 5, 1 in your melody, which is the top. And then we're chromatically planing down to the B flat from the B, so stacked fifths in the bass part. So 1, 5, 9, then 5, 6, 7, 3. To the same 1, 5, 9, 6, 7, 3 in B flat. Now the reason you can do that is because the melody has a half step there. So you can start at a half step up and end a half step down. And then we're going to do the same chromatic planing to the E flat that we did earlier in the comping with stacked fourths. So you can look at the earlier comping in the A section to get that again if you want. Now all I'm doing here is playing the melody in the left hand, but because the melody is so active, I'm playing the melody in the right hand. Because the melody is so active, I'm playing the bass and the comping in the left hand. Right? So 1 and then the comping just straight up flat 5, 7, 1, 3. And then hitting the 5, which is the D, but we're doing a D 7 sharp 9 again, and you can use both hands to support this. So you've got your 3, your sharp 5, your 7 dominant, and your sharp 9. And then you're back to 1. I would do that. So this comping is again, it's a step. It's a fifth in the bass with the 3 up there, 5, 7, 9, and 5. And now instead of going to the C7, which you would normally do, I'm going a half step down, and I'm going okay, the drummer just turned off the lights. You know how many people are gonna have seen that, Nate? So let's just let's see, where were we? 1, 5, 3, then 5, 7, 9, and 5. And now we're going a half step down instead of to the C7 to this. So the way I'm doing this is just again stacked fifths in the bass with 3, 5, 7, and 3 of F sharp, and then F minor again stacked fifths in the bass to the 3, 5, 7, 9 in the right hand, and then the 5 of E flat because we're leading the E flat, and this is just 1, 5, flat 7, flat 9, 3, 13. and then your E flat, which, if you can play that, if you can reach it, do it. So 1, 5, and 9, because that's a nice thick comping. And then in the right hand, you've got your 9, I'm sorry, your 7, your 3, and your 13. And then we want to lead back to the D7, so we're gonna do maybe that's a little weird, isn't it? That's what we should do. Okay, so we've got your E flat, and then we're doing an A7 with the 1, the 7, the 3, the 13, and the flat 9, which essentially is an F sharp triad over A7. And then the D7 with the sharp 9 is just like 1, 5, 3, 7, sharp 9, 5. Back to the 1, which is the same one that we played before. So in essence, if you go to the bridge, if I play it all like straight through, it's I'm sort of figuring out these compings on the spot, so let me play through it one more time just so you can see a little bit smoother. Yeah, and that last one, if you don't want to do that leap, you could do the... I don't know if I can even reach that. So instead of doing the 3 here, if you want, you can bring it up an octave and do it up here. So you're going... Again, that's... I'm doing a little bit of a variation there now, but anyway, rewind to the beginning of the video to see the full, like the actual arrangement. Let me see if I can do it. And then you can solo. get the gist of it. Anyway, I hope it's still recording. Sweet, it is. Alright, hope you enjoyed that and hope you get a lot out of this lesson.